Hey, what's up? This is Dilio, and I'm sharing my experience of dealing with the MPC Live, original Live. So I'm still dealing with that situation with the Splice samples not playing. As you can see, if I go to the browse screen and I got all my samples here, I can select that, and as the list populates, you'll see that some of the samples will show up, some will not. Well, I thought I was there. It is. I don't know. It just takes a little while. I think it's a spinning drive. So this is what I'm thinking, y'all. I'm thinking that because I have an older style spinning drive in there, and as you can see, the samples are not drawing. If they're not drawing, they're not playing. Of course, I did the trick of where you go into the preferences and you reset the preferences. And as you can see, I'm on 2.11.3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this drive into it. It's an inland 500 gigabyte. I have a 500 gigabyte standard hard drive in there, and I'm going to switch it out with this, give it a whole new hard drive, because my gut tells me that it's the hard drive. Of course, with technology, there can be all kinds of things, but in this situation, I'm thinking it's the hard drive. So what I'm going to do is put another hard drive in here. Then I'm going to resync one more time to do that. But before I do that, I'm going to make sure that I run the update one more time to see that everything works with that, and I'm going to restart the drive. So let's do that. Okay, we're back, and so I got the new drive installed. This is my old drive that was in here. It's a 500 gigabyte standard spinning media, and maybe this didn't like the shock. I'm thinking this. I hope that this is the culprit, but we'll see. So obviously it's telling me, hey, we don't know where all the sounds is. We got to reactivate everything because we are working with a clean slate. So, you know, if I go to the empty projects and if I go to Splice, there should not be anything in there. It says Splice download drive does not appear to be configured. Don't want to set up Splice now. Yeah, let's set up it now. And we're going to change it to internal. Oh, I know what I got to do. I got to format that drive, huh?
A few moments later.
All right. Officially back, and as you can see, with that new style drive and with it formatted, I have to hook it up to the computer and do a file format for it. So I formatted it NTFS so I could both connect to Macs and Windows in the future, or else I would have just did exFAT, but I just wanted that flexibility. So I hit OK, empty project, menu, and obviously if I look at browse and go to Splice, we see that Splice downloads does not appear to be configured. So do you want to set up a Splice now? Yes, of course I'm going to do that. And what I'm going to do is select the drive. So I labeled the drive MPC Live SSD. A lot of space on there. So what we're going to do, we're going to start the sync process all the way over again. So we're going to hit sync files, and it's going to be a while because there's a lot of files on here. So this process is going to take some time. So we're going to fast forward to when that's done, and we're going to see if these sounds show up with this new solid state drive.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, we're back. The MPC has finished syncing all of my Splice sounds. We're on the 2.11.3 software, and so I'm going to browse, and I see that my whole folder hierarchy is here the way it's supposed to be. And if I tap a sound, I can see that the sounds are coming in now. I hit load, program edit, well, sample edit. I see waveforms. I'm a happy camper now. So now I got to re-download a lot of stuff like my original sounds that I put in here. The new plugins, get them all re-synced up, and I think we're good. So long story short, I think the culprit was the drive. As much as I don't want it to be the drive, it was a good drive. Relatively new. I don't, you know, and it served its purpose, but now I got a solid state drive up in there. That seems to be the issue that I have was my storage. So if you're using a spinning drive in your MPC, that could be the culprit. When you've done everything else, I didn't have to do any special resets or anything at this time because everything was in there, locked in, ready to go. So I'm a happy camper. Now I am going to reload all my expansions and everything in here, and hopefully I don't fill up this drive too quickly because there's going to be a lot of stuff going back on the 500 gigabyte drive that's in here. So hope that helps, and see you guys in the next video.